Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan and this is Half a Dozen Budgets. We are a family of 6 living on a single income in Texas, currently working towards paying off our last personal loan. Alright, so today we should be cash stuffing September paycheck number 3. So let's count up our money. All right, so I've got a placeholder today, so this money just stayed in the bank. So I've got 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 110. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So today we are cash stuffing $460. So we're going to start with my wallet, and I'm going to first take out these receipts that I will scan into the Fetch Rewards app. And then groceries this week is getting 100, 20, and 30. All right, and that's it for this week. So actually I do need to empty out my change because I don't know if you can see, but it's quite full. So I've got quite a bit of change here, lots of quarters, but I always save a quarter and put it back in my wallet for Aldi. Alright, so that's it for my wallet. Okay, so straight into our cash envelope binder. So month ahead this week is getting $5. So we've saved $500, which is in the bank, $505, $510, and $515. I don't think we can scratch one off, but let's see how close we are. So $515, and each icon is $65. 7, and we already have 7. It says 7.9, so we're close to being able to mark off one. It says approximately $65 is what each icon is worth, because I think it was like $64.30 something cents. So I just did 65. All right, so emergency is getting 5 today. Let me see. So 5. So far we've saved 500 in the bank. 20, 40, 60, 65, and 70. And I'm going to go ahead and check this one too. So each icon is 20, so 33. I couldn't remember how recently we scratched one off. Little by little with those 2 challenges. Oh, and travel is getting 40 this week. Per usual. Oh, what am I doing? Forgot to count it. So far we've saved 100, 200, 220, and 240 in travel, which we just use for gas, snacks, eating out when we travel back and forth to see both of our families. And then automotive this week is getting 10. So if you're not new to the channel, you'll notice that there all of a sudden is $1,000 placement in automotive. I forgot to put a placement holder in here when we sold one of our vehicles. So we just put that money back into auto. So actually we have $1,000 in the bank, 1,020, 40, 50, 55, and 60. Anyway, so I just forgot to put a placeholder in here. So I went ahead and did that. Blessings is getting 5 today. So now Blessings has 20, 30, 40, 50, and 55. And this just goes towards maybe if we have a family member or friend that's doing a fundraiser, or if we just want to bless a family member or friend with a gift, or if they're in need of anything. Birthdays has nothing, but it is getting 15 today. So 15. And honestly, this is already spent. I just bought my sister a birthday gift, so this will be going back to the bank probably next week, next paycheck. Family Fun is getting 5. So we already saved for our, actually this needs a $500 placeholder. Okay, so Family Fun actually has $500 in the bank that we saved for our camping trip, and then I'm just going to start adding $5, $10, maybe here or there, because I'd like to take our kids to Legoland. So we've got 500 in the bank and 5, so 505 in Family Fun. Let me know if you've been to Legoland and if your kids enjoyed it. I've never been, my husband's never been, so we don't really know what to expect, but we know that they would really enjoy that because that's pretty much all they like to play with is Legos. Play with and fight over. Home Repair is getting 10. So I took some money to the bank and put it in our Ally account for our home repair. So now we have 500, 600, 700 in the bank and 710. Love seeing these envelopes add up. Company is getting 5 today. So now we've saved 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. And actually this one is being saved up for our, or shall I say, my contributions to Thanksgiving dinner. So this will go towards the groceries. So we get to color in another little pie crust. And this pumpkin spice savings challenge is in my Etsy shop, which I will link in the description. So halfway there. And then I did add a few envelopes back into my binder. I believe I mentioned that last week, during last week's cash stuffing, but I didn't stuff anything in them. So Tools is getting 10, and that's all it has. Clothing, which actually Clothing has 5. I think this just was a loose 5 that I found somewhere. So now Clothing has 15. And then if you remember, I did have a health envelope. I just kind of turned it into miscellaneous, just because it's kind of, I use that envelope just for my chiropractor visits, so I just turned it into miscellaneous. Anyway, so we're going to add a 10 for 15. And that is it for our cash envelopes. Now let's get into our savings challenge binder with this beautiful binder I got off of Etsy. Okay, so anniversary this week is getting 15. So 10 and then a 5. So far we've saved 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. So 280, and we do get to cross off this last 15. So we have 15 left, which will bring us to 295, and I have already decided to make it an even 20, so it will be an even $300 saved, because that little last 5 just would bug me. So we got to make it an even 300. All right, and then this little mini savings challenge, we're finally going to color in that bow. So this week it's getting 10. So far we've saved 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 50, 60, and 70. So finally get to color in this $40 bow. So we have $30 left on this one. I'm so close to finishing several challenges, like 3 or 4. And then our little boot challenge for saving up for some chicks is getting $5. So we've saved so far 20, 25, 30, and 35. I just love this challenge so much. It's so adorable. And then we have our little palm tree challenge, which we are saving up for a girls' day out with my daughter. And this is getting $15. Trying to kind of save this one up because I wanted to go on our little shopping trip this month because October is going to be busy. So far we've saved 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, and 60. So each palm tree is worth 10. So I only did 5 last week on this one. So 5 and then 15. And then this little mini challenge is getting 15 this week, which we are saving up for renewing my husband's passport. So far we've saved 10, 20, 25, and 30. So we get to cross off 5 more. So the deadline isn't until May 2025, so we have a little bit of time for this one. Our $20 challenge today is getting $120. So this is what the placeholder is for. And then a 20. So far we've saved $500, $600, $700 in the bank. 7, 20, 40, 60, 80, oh, and 800. So we get to take another $100 to the bank. Love, 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 love that. Okay, so here's 20, 40, 60, 80, and 1. And I did 120, correct? Yes. So we just have $160 left to go. Oh, I'm so ready to finish this one and start a new challenge. I have enjoyed this one though because $20 is pretty easy to save up if that's all we can do. And then lastly, I did condense this envelope. So I had a great suggestion in the comments of one of my videos a couple of weeks ago. And so I know I had been mentioning I probably wasn't going to be able to save for this challenge very often because all I had was the 50s and 100s left. Well, she suggested to take the money that we've already saved in the smaller bills, condense it to 100, and then save the 5, 10s, and 20s again. And I thought that was brilliant. So that's what I've done. So we've got 3 100s now. We've got almost all of our 5s, and then all the 10s and 20s left to do, and 50s, of course. So this week we were able to put $20 towards it. So far we've saved 100, 200, 300, 320, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So $336. So this will make it a lot easier to save for this challenge doing it that way. So I thought that was such a great idea. Thank you so much for the suggestion. All right. So that is it for our savings binder. And that is it for this week's cash stuffing video. If you enjoyed it, and I hope you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye.